as the bell tolls on the other ship. That's right, this is a seamless... We're going from one episode to the other.
Can you not do that?
What?
Because we have stuff to talk
Oh yeah, we have an announcement. As the bell tolls, time freezes, and we stop playing
Also,
D&D.
what if some people are late?
Huh?
What if some
I'm
people are late?
sorry. What was our thing? Oh, we're moving this stream to the other channel in a couple weeks.
Well, okay. So next week we'll have Sunder again. So on next Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're going to have Sunder again. We'll be coming back, and we'll be on YouTube. We won't be only on Patreon anymore. But we'll be on XP to level 3 on Friday, and then Tesseract will be on XP to level 3 on Saturday. But then after that, after next week, we're only going to be streaming on Arcane Arcade from there on out. So if you want to come watch the stream, go to Arcane Arcade, go subscribe to it, click that, slam that notification button, because, you know, ding that bell, give that little bell a little ding. Somebody stop me. Somebody interrupt me.
It's Arcane Arcade is in our related channels on that little tab on the side.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm pretty sure it's also in the description of this.
It's also in the description.
We try to put it everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's where we'll be streaming next week. So just letting you guys know about that.
On the 17th,
Yeah,
we're moving to
give 'em a
Arcane Arcade.
Yes.
On August the 17th.
Need to
Of
say
2018.
2018, guys, 2018.
The years after the supposed time of
Well,
the death of our Lord.
Yeah.
Or
August
what was
the
other- It's the actual
16th, I guess, because Sunder will also be on Arcane Arcade.
Mm-hmm.
So the 16th and the 17th will be the first Arcane Arcade.
Oh.
You were correct when you said 17th.
Yeah.
That's the Friday.
It's 17th
Oh.
and 18th.
You know BC and AD?
Which is confusing
17th and
now.
18th, guys.
Google says that AD stands for an advertisement. That's where we're living nowadays.
An advertisement?
Yes.
Pretty much. Capitalism.
All right, do we have any other
Yeah.
announcements?
Yeah.
I think you look great today, Tim.
All right, so thank you.
Everybody put that in the chat. Tim looks great today.
He does.
Also, are we not doing a recap? No recap?
Hey, you better do a recap.
Do we do recaps?
I mean,
Yes!
it has been a week. It
Jacob
has been a
did
week.
a recap.
Sure.
I shot a can.
Please do recaps.
Jacob, popcorn it.
Okay.
No, popcorn it.
I don't want to.
Yeah, I know. I know how that works.
Okay.
I don't want to do that.
We don't all have to do it.
Okay.
You
We
just
got on a ship.
pick somebody
We
to
got
do the recap.
Jacob.
Okay.
So,
Isn't that legal?
No, the official popcorn is. So the four of us are a party of people who have come from the city of Blastow, and
The city of Boom Ouch.
Boom Ouch, Blastow, and we went to go take on a job because we wanted to be adventurers and whatnot, and there was this horrible thing happened to these halflings where their carriages were getting destroyed. So we went to go investigate it, and we found out that we found a cave, and we thought the bear would be coming from the cave because we thought it was a bear. We fought a dog and murdered it, and then we went inside and we found an old man who looked like he didn't belong anywhere. His name was Dr. Rune. He handed us this box, which we don't know the name of, but we keep referring it to as the Tesseract. But our characters don't necessarily know that. Altair grabbed it, it fused with her, she went unconscious, the old man died, and we knew we had to give it to a guy named Darius. So we left, we fought this stupid bear guy who, Captain Bait and Switch, and we went back to the city, and there was this group of people called the Coastal Inquisition that are looking for the Tesseract. So we went to go hide it, and try to get out of the city before they could come find it, because we didn't want them to find it because we wanted to take it to Darius. Before we were about to leave, my character, Kent, his uncle, was killed by the Coastal Inquisition, and we murdered those two people, and then we set off on a boat and headed out.
No, we didn't kill the entire Inquisition.
No, we just
those
killed
in the
like 2
city.
people. So now
Two
we've
new
killed some of their
hires.
members, and they're looking for us because we have the Tesseract. So we booked it out of town, got in a ship with a kitty cat named Captain Red Boots, right?
Captain
Captain
Boots.
Red
Captain
Boots.
Boots. He's got red boots. I think his name is Captain Booty Boots.
Yeah.
Booty Boots. And we left, and we've been on the ocean for a while now. We fought another ship that came and attacked us. And
I shot a cannon.
Natural 20, the captain off the ship.
With the cannon.
And it was pretty awesome.
She did.
And it was really great. And now we've got 2 boats that are like next to each other that are like pulling along as we make our way to another continent to continue our search for Darius and get rid of this damn Tesseract.
There's other little stuff like found like a chameleon guy on our ship.
Oh yeah, weird kobold guy.
A chameleon kobold.
Yeah.
That's on the
She's a woman.
Yeah.
Sorry, she.
Who's
Sorry.
And
I wrote her name down.
Kat did some
Zizek.
stuff.
Zizek.
That was pretty much it.
Heck yeah. And the either dinner or panic bell is tolling right now.
Oh right.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
correct.
That's right.
And as the bell tolls, everyone begins shouting. They start to move to one end of the ship, and as you see where everyone is looking, there is a giant arch sticking out of the ocean. It looks to be about twice the size of your boat, and it's maybe a couple miles out, and it begins billowing smoke as if it were a portal.
It's like a just
Yes,
like
a big
whoa,
arch. You could see the rest of the ocean behind it before the smoke begins to billow.
Hey, can we not go into that? Can we turn?
One of the sailors shouts and points in the other direction, and you see another arch that has appeared, and it begins billowing smoke as well.
Full speed ahead.
No, that looks like death, doom, and
Drop the sails.
Oh, this is a bad idea. We're all gonna die. This is how ships go missing. Is this not what the thing that?
This is adventure. And we are on the seas.
I thought your brothers died out here or something.
What? No, I never said that.
The ocean
Insight.
is covered in smoke as more of these arches have begun to rise.
Okay.
10.
I need everybody to make a perception check.
Dude, that dice.
That's
Holy
20.
crap, man.
This white dice.
I'm gonna have to confiscate that after this game.
This dice.
I'll be using it from now on.
No, we'll get like a 2.
Logan, do you do the if it's lower than your passive?
Yes.
Okay, then 15.
All right, Altair, as you're scouring the
I also got
ocean,
an after 20. Just so.
Olo, you feel it in your heart.
I got a 14.
Okay. You see, it's not just a bunch of arches. You see darting in the distance and then moving across the entire ocean, the area that you can see. It's actually a serpent. It bolts its head into the sky and then sinks into the ocean again as another arch appears. It's so fast that you can barely tell what it looks like, but these arches are rising all over the ocean, and the smoke is beginning to fill the sky.
Does it seem that the arches are moving? Like, as if it's
They
just
are.
like a large... Okay.
Most of them are very, very distant, so you can't quite see easily, but it does look like they're moving like a ring.
Do you have an estimate of like how many of these arches there are?
They're about 35 now.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Whoa! I thought there were like 2.
There were 2.
Yeah.
And then there were
Alright,
more. There are
so-
still more.
So guys, I think this thing's like a giant snake. Like,
I think
it's
you should
all
get on the
one-
cannons. I think
Snakes
that's
don't
what
live in the
I think
ocean.
it's all one.
Do you want to try and cannon that thing? You're really good at the cannon.
Maybe we shouldn't provoke it. if
Yeah,
we
it's a
can
little
avoid
bit of a
that.
joke. I think that's a terrible idea. I
The
think
sky
we should
is now
succumb.
black.
I'll go.
Succumb
I'll-
everything.
Smoke?
Yes.
Oh my
No,
god.
I mean,
Right.
if it tries to fight us, we have to fight it. But let's not be hasty in shooting at it.
Yeah, we should actually probably just steer our way through it.
I'll go to one of the cannons on the
Okay.
port side, so on the left side.
Your boat actually has 1 cannon on the very front.
I'll go to that one then.
Okay.
I'll go to Hugo.
Okay.
I'm going to say,
He is on the other ship right now.
can I jump to the other ship?
Yeah, you climb the rope, and as you're doing that, a little bit of time passes, and it actually begins to rain a black fluid from the sky.
Oh, nasty. Is it sticky or is it just like rainbow black?
It's like tinted water.
That's gross. I'm going to go to
Okay.
Hugo and I'm going to find him. I'm going to point
Okay.
at the thing. and I'm
He
gonna-
is actually below deck on the other ship, talking to a couple of other people, and he looks at you.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know what's going on?
Yeah, he'll go up above with you.
I'll point at it.
Okay.
Is that one of the, those things?
I think I do.
Yeah. You know what it is?
We need to leave. And right as he says that, the head comes out of the water and explodes and stares directly at Hugo. It has an elongated, almost humanoid face with thick hair that runs down the back, sort of like a lion's mane.
So it's really creepy?
It's very unsettling. And its eyes flash red as it stares at Hugo, says nothing, its mouth doesn't move. And you look over at Hugo and his eyes are also red.
I don't know what's going on.
People are running all over trying to tie down both of the ships, all the crew members. The ocean is now beginning to churn as each of these arcs begin to flow back and forth. And the ocean sort of becomes like a manufactured storm.
I'm gonna run over to the side of the ship. I'm gonna be like, either you stay on that ship or you get back on this one. I'm cutting the ropes. We can't stay together if there's gonna be a storm.
I give one last look to Hugo, and I'm gonna look at Olo. I'm gonna say, let me try one thing?
It's your funeral.
I'm going to try and use my Gaze of Two Minds on Hugo.
Okay, what does that do?
Use my action to touch a willing humanoid and perceive through its senses until the end of my next turn. As long as the creature's on the same plane of existence as me. Ket is blinded, deafened to his surroundings, and I use his sight and hearing.
As you touch him, hoping that he is willing to accept this sight, you feel almost a shock as a fiery, burning sensation stings your hand and you pull away.
Alright, fuck, that didn't work, and I'm gonna run to the other boat and jump.
As you're mid-sawing this, he comes to the rope.
Alright. And I'll just keep cutting at it.
The storm gets worse and worse as more of these arches begin to rise. The serpent is still staring, and someone runs up and tries to attack it, and their sword just gets caught in the fur.
Are there other ropes?
Other ropes tying the ships together?
To the ships together, yeah.
There's the two main ones, and then sort of the ladder that they formed in the middle just to make it easier to go back and forth.
Do I see you?
I'm currently... Is there anything at the front cannon? Like, if I'm standing at the front cannon, does it even matter? Or is everything happening behind?
Actually, the way that this is set up is that your ship, the smaller one, the fishnet, is tied behind the main ship.
So I would have a shot at the snake.
It's sort of towing you. Yes, if you try to turn it.
So yeah, so you would see me like on the cannon, just waiting.
I'm gonna... Okay, do I see Avarice?
Red lightning flashes in the background as the storm expands.
I'm gonna yell at you. I'm gonna say, cut the rope!
With what?
I don't know, your lizard teeth!
Okay.
Do we have somebody at our helm?
Yes, you do.
Okay. I'm gonna go up there.
They've actually swapped out the old helmsman, who is covered in a lot of thick clothing, has a beard, and just barely looks out of sort of a cowl that he wears. And he is steering the ship as best he can. He can't really do much.
Okay.
Do we have a way out of this?
I'll sail out of it.
I'm trying to yell like...
Yeah, we're gonna
Do you fully cut the rope?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is all yelling. I'm yelling all of this.
Then, if that's the case, I'm gonna get off of the cannon, and so typically with sailing, I feel like Alti would be smart enough to realize this as time goes on. You can also like manipulate the sails also to help with steering, can't you? Like,
yes.
I'm going to try to help manipulate the steering in any direction that Ket wants via use of the ropes and pulling on the sails and stuff.
I figure you would ask Olo, because he has more experience, and he'll give you a few directions. You start tying down ropes and shifting the sails. The wind is blowing in random directions, it seems, almost as if they're all pushing inward to the storm. And as you're doing this, you see the waves get higher and higher. And to give scale, this creature's head is about the size of the cat o' nine sails. And
Jeez, it's that big?
It's that big.
We're not fighting this thing.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
maybe. Never mind.
Did we cutting the ropes and lowering all the sails?
I don't know.
I feel like at one point I considered firing a cannonball, then realized it would do nothing and just decided not to.
Or just gets mad at us and he comes and eats us.
Does this remind me of my session 0?
It's similar,
Okay.
but the storm is completely different.
Okay.
The other one seemed to have happened naturally and then sort of accelerated.
I'm going to yell to everybody. I'm going to say, it wants Hugo. He's another aversion. And I tried to look through his mind. It just burned. I don't know if it's connected to him, but it's keeping it there. I don't know if that's something we can do about this, but he's on the other ship.
Do I know what an aversion is?
No.
No.
The helmsman gets a 7.
To what?
A large wave pushes the back of the boat behind you, and you are pressed into the cat o' nine sails, and the front of your boat begins to shatter
Oh,
and
Jesus.
splinter.
Are the ropes gone yet?
Have I cut all the ropes, or is it just the one that
The
I
main
cut?
ropes between the two ships?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It took you just a little while, but the storm is only
If I
getting
look
worse.
over towards the cat, what's it called again? The cat at night?
The cat of nine sails.
Oh, okay. Is Hugo still just like transfixed on?
Yes.
Okay.
He is staring blankly as if they're having a rapid conversation.
Sorry, and what's happening in the front of our ship? It's just like
The front of your ship has now pressed everyone. Actually, I need you all to make either strength or dexterity saves to try and hold yourselves, because the boat is going to slam you to the ground.
19.
19? Okay. You hold yourself up.
20 not natural.
Okay.
2.
You all manage to. You don't.
7.
Oh shit.
7.
Iris.
All right. You are very heavy.
Okay.
And okay. Everest, you got a 2.
Yeah.
Another wave, about the size of a large hill, crashes into the side of the boat and makes its way over the top part of the boat. I forgot what the main deck.
The poop deck.
Yeah, it's
The
probably
poop deck
just
is the back, and it sweeps you off the boat.
Uh-oh.
Olo, you are crashed into the protection board,
What can I
and
turn into?
most of it splinters. You are almost knocked over the edge. I need you to make a dexterity save to try and grab the edge of the boat.
Did I see Iris go over?
Yes.
I'm running into the edge of the
Okay.
ship.
14.
14.
Do all of us see that? Or
You just barely grab it. You are now hanging over the edge of the boat.
All right.
Do all of us see that?
Yeah, a couple other sailors went off the edge. Very few people
Oh my
managed
God,
to
are
get
you serious?
their footing.
Can I pull myself back up?
Make a strength save.
All right.
I'll run over to the side that Abbas fell over.
Okay. You see behind Olo, as he is pulling himself up, another wave, about twice the size of the previous one, is coming straight for your ship.
I got 10, by the way. On my
10.
strength.
Okay. Yeah, you try to grab your footing, but the wood that you splintered falls off in your hand, and you are now hanging on by one hand.
All right.
I need everyone to make.
Logan, I'm gonna do something.
As
Okay.
this wave, I was gonna say, as this wave is getting ready to envelop,
You have about 2-3 seconds.
I'm just gonna try to call my friend to me. It's a bonus action.
Yeah. Okay. You can do that.
Cool. That gives me advantage on the save.
Okay. Cool.
How much taller is the cat of nine tails to our ship?
It's roughly twice the size above water. You think it's probably quite a bit bigger below water.
Okay. Are we slammed into the side of it?
You are slammed into the back, and the front of your ship is now taking in water below deck.
I'm going to run onto the cat of nine sails,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try and jump onto the side to try to climb up it.
Make a deck save.
A deck save.
Yeah. Yes, actually at disadvantage, because a wave is crashing into you at this moment. Olo, I need you to make another
10.
strength or dex,
Okay.
and you get it with advantage. 10.
Natural 20.
Colton, give me that.
15.
Like actually legit.
Yeah,
like
no.
like take it.
Oh, okay.
You hit the inside of it. What just happened? Tyler ruined it.
I got it.
Stop throwing it.
I got a 15. Oh my.
Don't throw it at me. Give it to
Alright,
Jacob.
Tim, go for it. You can try it.
Or-
One of you guys can use it for a little while.
16. It's not bad. 16 and 13.
Yeah, one of you guys can use it for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a 10.
You okay?
Just-
Tim, what did you
Spencer,
get?
gotta
15.
use it.
15, I'm
Toss
sorry,
me one of
yes.
your
Okay, you
cards.
managed to hold on to the edge of the boat as it crashes. Ket is in the middle of trying to climb the back of the other ship, and he is knocked into the waves. And another wave, roughly the size of a small mountain, can be seen in the distance.
Just a small mountain.
Is our helmsman still holding on? He's
gone.
He's gone. All right.
So
do I know who is on the ship?
tell you.
All right. Cool. Can I teleport?
Is our cannon?
Yes.
Is our
Oh, yeah.
cannon gone?
No, it is actually still intact. It is sort of nestled in the broken part of the ship. The wave is getting closer and closer.
Okay. Where are you teleporting?
I'm teleporting to the helm, and I'm gonna try and like steer us away from the ship,
Okay.
so that we're not crashing into it.
Okay. Make a strength save
All right.
or strength check. I think that could be. He took the die.
Strength check.
This-
The
Yeah.
dice.
Okay. It
Tyler
doesn't like
ruined
me. 4.
4.
Yeah.
All right. As you try to turn, you are not able to
Okay.
give this thing any leeway.
This
Okay.
might be stupid.
Probably.
Am I conscious underwater?
Yes.
Can I see the thing?
You can see like an enormous rope, maybe the size of. It looks like a rope, just its length. It is sort of nestled like spaghetti in the ocean.
Did I see this this like seeming staring contest? That
You would have
Hugo
seen
and-
its head, yeah. You were probably trying to keep track of it. You have just a few seconds before the wave crashes into your boat.
Logan wanted to start a new game, so he's just gonna cut all
Yes.
this.
I'm tired of Tesseract.
It's
Four
done.
4 episodes is too much.
I'm gonna brace myself and
Okay.
then turn towards Olo, and I'm gonna yell towards him as this wave is coming down.
Mhm.
How am I gonna say it? It looks like the snake is involved with Hugo. Should I try?
Kill Hugo.
Should I try? That's what I was thinking. Actually, yes.
Make a strength check. Olo, you too.
Okay.
Save. Wow, I'm going backwards with this. You are both in a torrent of waves that are all trying to collide into each other, and you are choking and gasping for air that you cannot
Would a
find.
19 do it?
Not this time.
Dang, that's
The boat itself is actually,
capsizing.
yes,
So it would.
sinking and is now upside down. What'd you get?
5.
Okay. Everyone is thrown into the ocean. The boat is upside down. The game ends.
It's upside down?
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Wait, I'm in the ocean.
Tomorrow.
Can
Yes,
I
you're in
still
the
see
ocean.
the ship?
Which one?
The cat of nine cells.
Yes.
Is the
Can I
boat...
see Can I see Hugo?
You're in a
Like
water.
as I'm splashed. Like, well, I don't know. I understand that water's going over. but
Yeah,
like,
What's a wave going over?
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to
The
see
waves
it.
are-
right, but like
crashing
as
against
it
each
takes
other.
me
Mhm.
and I come back over, right? Because I'm gonna swim.
You have a
towards the
very
surface.
brief moment, yes.
Could I try to call the Tesseract thing, the orb to me, and throw it at Hugo?
Make a strength check. Athletics.
Can I see this happening?
You are unconscious.
Okay, that's fine.
Athletics.
Swear if you get a 20.
14.
Okay. You try to throw it, and as it, you figure maybe it would have made it, but it does not leave your hand.
Our boat is upside down?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Alright. Can I teleport onto the Cat of Nine Sails?
You're being pulled away from the cat of nine sails. The waves are sort of pushing you further and further away from that ship. It, oddly enough, Altair, especially you, the cat of nine sails seems almost locked in place, like it's not being heavily affected by the waves.
Yeah, the thing doesn't want it to be. I don't think.
And you all begin to
Just doesn't care
choke.
about any of us.
We choke?
On water, yes, Tim.
I can breathe underwater.
Tim, you're sinking.
I can still breathe.
Stevens is-
I can still breathe underwater.
No, you can hold your breath.
Yeah, sorry, it's holding my breath, but
Okay. You're going down like
This
a rock,
is the
but
end.
I can swim.
okay.
Okay.
What do you do, Olo?
I doggy paddle like there's no tomorrow
Okay,
to get my way up to air.
make a strength check with disadvantage.
Greg's always on me. He's fine.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage. Alright. 9.
As you doggy paddle, you are battered by the waves.
Okay.
You feel almost like it's a hopeless battle upward, and you can't even find where upward is anymore. And after a full hour of holding your breath,
A full hour.
can't you hold your breath for an hour? I don't fucking know
Yeah,
how
but
turtles
like,
work.
does an hour just pass? Is that-
Yes.
Okay.
You're sinking and going in the ocean like that.
I didn't realize we were. Okay.
I don't know. You got.
I got it. An hour is just a lot of time. Are they already dead?
We're
Is that-
railroading this shit, Tim. Come on.
Do you want to fish while you were down there?
Altair, You wake up. The sun is incredibly bright. It stings your eyes just to look at it. It's blinding. You are parched. Your throat is completely dry, and your stomach is empty. You are starving too. You realize that you are on a beach, sort of covered in sand. There's wood splintered all around you. And what do?
Well, what do I have on me?
All of your equipment. You managed to keep the axe with you. It's tied very close to yourself.
I have my other stuff too?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I pull out my water skin, see if there's any water that isn't salt water in it, see if any water managed to...
Yes.
Cool. I'll drink some water, and as I'm drinking water, I'll like try to scan around.
Okay. As you look around,
Figure out where I am.
you see what looks sort of like a nearly dead forest on the end. The island, if you think it's an island, it could be an entire continent. It could be... What else is there? A giant turtle? It's an island.
You know, giant turtles.
As they
See
do.
them all the time.
Yeah, every day, man. They're freaking getting in my house, you know, getting in my car. Can't get them out.
Size of islands.
You do see Abris laying in the dirt nearby. She's about 60 feet away from you.
Alright, am I able to stand?
Yes, you're very weak.
I'll walk over to Abris.
Okay.
Slowly yet surely, I guess.
Okay.
Is she breathing when I get over to her?
Very, very softly.
Is it because she's tiny, or is it because she's hurt?
Yeah, she always breathes softly.
Is there anyone else around us?
There's a lot of wood splinters, and actually maybe a half a mile just on the horizon at the end of the beach, you do see the fish nip. It is upturned, and there are holes in it.
Alright, do I have the strength to pick up Avarice? She weighs like 20 pounds.
Yes, you
30
do.
pounds. Cool. I'll pick up Avarice, and then
You do
I'll-
feel very
With all
drained,
my
though.
stuff, I weigh 100.
It's much more difficult than it should be.
I'll pick up Avarice, and I'll start walking towards the fish nip.
Okay. As you do, like the wood splinters and some cargo, some barrels. What you thought was a barrel at a distance is actually the shell of a giant turtle, or not giant, a large
It
turtle.
would seem giant.
Yeah.
I'll look inside the shell.
What do you look like when you're sunk in? Is it just like the top of your head? Is it your face blatantly?
Oh, that's really cute.
Yeah, probably like mostly just the top if you're looking down, and then like it's like sunken in, so there's a little bit like shadow over it. But yeah, it's just me in there.
That's adorable.
Hello?
Do I wake up?
What's your passive perception?
13.
Yes, it is Olo.
Do I wake up?
You come to after being moved around for a while. You probably walked 100 feet with her on your shoulder, and you come to Abris. You are parched. It feels like you haven't had water in a long time, and you are starving as well.
Can you
Hey,
set me
Avarice.
down, please?
Think you can make some of those berries?
I eat 3.
They're very dry, but you can choke them down.
then-
Like one's a little moldy.
And then I pull out my water skin.
Okay. You feel a little better, but you are both still very drained.
Yeah. Alright, cool.
Your skin is actually very red,
You wanna
both of you.
figure out how to wake up Olo, and I'll see if I can find Cat.
Take my staff.
I'll keep walking.
Poke Olo with it.
Inside the shell or outside?
Inside. Like poke the top of his head.
Olo, you come to as a stick
Mr. Stevens,
pokes you in the head.
I'll like grab the stick.
would you like a good berry?
Shh. Can I have 2?
Yeah.
You are starving, you are parched, and something feels off.
I search for Greg.
Terribly off. Greg is with you.
All right, I feed him. I feed him the good berry.
He was, your leg is retracted and he is sort of near the knee, just chilling, as you do.
Okay.
Isn't he Liam Neeson?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also Liam Neeson.
I'm
He
gonna
has many roles.
I'm gonna keep walking and try to
Okay.
find Kit.
Olo, as you're walking, you realize, you begin to understand what does feel off. The new sphere is dead.
Oh, all right.
It feels completely absent, like you have no connection to anything mentally. It's unsettling and sort of matches the nearby area of the forest. As you walk, you're headed toward the fish nip, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
looking for Kit.
You see Ket near the bottom, about 50 feet away from the fish nip.
Okay. I'll walk over to him. Same thing as he's breathing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Just like a paddle.
Someone slaps your face.
Probably harder than she means for it to be.
Yeah.
not like that, jeez.
So it's
Not like that, but like it'll be like, and it's probably like just feels a little bit rougher than she means for it to be.
No, Michael, I'm sorry. Oh, it's.
Oh, family abuse.
I sit up.
Yeah, she'll sit down next to him.
Mhm.
Oh.
So the ship's gone, but we're alive.
Where is it? Fuck. Okay.
Although Avarice is waking up.
Where's it? Where is Abris?
They're all right. They're all right.
Do I see him?
Hello,
They're nearby,
guys.
yeah.
Oh my god, you're alive! I saw you go off the ship and I thought you were dead.
Would you like a good berry?
I'm gonna be meditating.
Okay.
I turn, scramble in the sand, and then stand up and run towards Abris,
Okay.
and then I pick you up and I hug you,
Boy.
and then I take like 5 good berries, and then I only
I
eat
don't
one.
have that many.
Yeah, I just eat one.
When you're trying to meditate,
Mm-hmm.
I figure, do you try to clear your mind? What kind of meditation do you do?
Yeah, it's probably trying to like clear my. I'm sure like I like go into like a Zen mode, and then like through that I can connect to the new sphere, and the way I'm imagining it's like
There's no
as if I'm
Wi-Fi
like doing
here,
that,
too.
and it's just blank. There's like
Right,
nothing.
right.
It's like fine.
It feels, you generally ride sort of a tether into the new sphere consciously. It feels like that's been severed here.
Okay.
You still feel like you could be in tune, but it's something,
Do I feel like it's specifically coming from this place?
Yes.
Where I'm at? Okay.
definitely.
Also, mechanically wise, do I lose anything that was tied to the new sphere?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, I'll get up and I'll walk back to the group.
As you get up, you see something weird just a little in the distance. It looks like one of the planks of wood on the beach is moving by itself. It's floating about a foot off the ground.
She lives. I'm so happy.
So Zach, is that you?
It might be.
Gonna
Who's
do
asking?
worse. You're gonna do worse going alone.
Yeah. She sheds her skin. She's very green, bug-eyed, classic Zizek. And she is walking toward the boat with the splinter.
Do I see Suzette?
Mhm.
Can I go over to her?
Yeah.
Well, we're walking over to you guys too, so.
Do you like a good berry?
I actually caught a crab earlier today.
Good job.
Perfect.
How small is Suzette?
She's about 2 feet tall.
Okay.
Shorter than you.
Yeah, but too big to put on my shoulder.
No, she's 2.5, maybe 3,
Okay.
a little bit.
So we're around the same height.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
definitely a bit shorter than you,
So I'm
a couple
about
inches.
3, 4.
She doesn't quite reach 3, but she's close.
Hello. You alright?
Yeah, I'll get out. I'll get up.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's alright.
Do you know what that was? That thing back there.
No.
Do you know how
I'm
many
assuming I
days-
didn't, right?
What?
I didn't know what that was. Yeah.
Alright, let's account for this actually. Does anybody know how long it's been?
No.
Great.
7 days.
You've been awake.
It's been 7 days? Were
Yes.
you just awake the whole time?
Well, I'm trying to rebuild the ship, but I need more wood.
Is there a reason you didn't wake us up?
I didn't see you. I was catching crabs.
Well, if you give me some time to rest, I can help you get wood.
Alright, not the first time I've been
Thanks.
marooned on an island. Let's get to work.
Are you serious? You've done this more. Are we on an island?
Hey, are we on an island?
Seems likely.
We're on a beach
Yeah.
near a boat.
Yeah.
I don't like to get out that much,
Oh, okay.
so I've been on a boat.
Did you make shelter?
I've been using the boat.
Oh,
as
okay. All right.
Trying to rebuild it because I don't
That's-
like
I
it
can
here.
make this.
That's good
house.
news.
It doesn't feel right.
That's good news that the boat is still in that.
What are we gonna do?
Do we know where we are?
Oh,
If
stuck
we're going
on
to
an
sail. If we're going to sail, we probably need to know where we're sailing.
Also,
We're gonna die on this island.
There's something weird.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Where like it's really, really bright during the day, and then during the night, the sun rises, and there's a thing up in the sky.
Wait,
It's weird, but-
is there ever darkness?
It's almost no.
Oh, okay.
It's almost morning, night, so just wait.
All right.
Logan
Mm-hmm.
was like that? No. Okay.
Hey, you saw that thing? That thing? All right, cool. Good
I
news.
was gonna try to throw it at Hugo.
You're gonna try and throw it?
Olo and I thought if we killed Hugo, maybe the storm would stop.
Yeah, I don't know if that would have killed him.
bullet.
We still don't know what happens. We still don't know what happens if this thing hits someone. Thought maybe it would kill him.
Do it.
Bending.
Go.
I don't want to risk killing you.
It's worth it.
What if it does actually kill you?
Yeah, then we'll have to lug around 500-pound tortoise.
Why would you lug me around?
We
Just,
would bury
it's fine.
him.
Liam Neeson knows how to take care of you guys. It'd be fine. It's fine.
Liam Neeson
People are
is very
giving us
good.
money.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're cool people.
Quick side note from Logan.
Yeah. We're earning wages.
Woo!
Do it. Throw it at me.
No. I stand in front of Olo, but I only cover less than half of him.
Yeah.
I'm
Don't
not
throw
gonna
it
throw it
at
at you,
him.
Olo.
We have to test it.
No.
The next enemy we find.
We'll
the
throw it
next
at, like, a
person
bear.
tries to
Okay,
kill
if we're
us.
going to throw it at anybody, we should throw it at the person that deserves it to be thrown at. So,
I swear, if you throw that at me,
Why do you?
I don't know why it's
I'm
the
gonna
thing
be
about
upset.
deserving or
I'm
not.
probably gonna go rabid.
Why do you deserve?
I'll start clawing at shit.
potential death?
Don't throw things at me.
just might be better for everybody else. So, if it does kill me, it's kind of
Cover
okay.
up.
So, do it.
Cat. No.
No.
I stand in front of Cat as well.
Sorry,
It's-
sorry.
yeah.
Too much
No.
talking.
It's a shell.
No.
There's
Stop.
Stop it. Stop
Yeah,
picking me up.
Stop standing
Stop
in front
it.
of me. This
No,
is really
guys.
annoying.
I'm not throwing it at any of you.
Okay, we'll discuss this. But I think for now we should get wood, shelter. Well, actually we have shelter. You said the boat's still good enough for that, right?
I can make us a shelter.
I'm gonna be working, and I like to hum really offensive music.
Could you?
Sometimes I sing very loudly, so
Can you make
I'd
one of
prefer
those?
if you went
Berries?
and got me more wood.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you make water?
Mm-hmm. I can make lots of
I'll
water.
grab like 3 more berries.
Yeah.
Do you have that many?
Um,
Where are you getting these berries?
That was my. I had 3 left.
Okay.
You make 10.
And I'll eat them.
Yeah. Okay.
See what they do. Does it seem to revitalize me at all? Given that I
It,
apparently
it gives
went
you a bit of
through
a stomach
week-
ache, like you
Without-
just ate a full loaf of bread
Okay,
and a
you've
half a
eaten-
loaf
you've
of
eaten
bread.
Yeah.
4
But
times
does
a
it
week.
seem to revitalize me much at all?
Tazek, have you
It gives you a stomach ache.
That's it.
have you been around the entire island? Is this an island?
He said no.
This,
He said that it's a
excuse you.
Sorry.
Excuse you.
She. Sorry.
Thank you.
You're very beautiful.
I know.
Hey, answer my question.
I have been by the boat catching crabs.
Okay, if anybody wants to walk the perimeter of the island with me, all right, let's go.
Are you
Actually,
sure?
if you could go to the middle,
No,
there's wood there.
yeah, I'll do that after I walk around the entire island.
Does-
You want somebody to
Might
cut
take
wood
a
for
while.
you?
Right.
You've got. Bing.
Do that, please. I'll
Oh.
need.
Can
I'll
we
get
see the
some-
ship from where we're at?
Yeah, you're standing like right next
What
to
are you
it.
gonna
Is
do,
the
Kit?
crow still intact?
Walk around the.
It
the
is
island.
snapped.
Great.
Someone
Alright.
should go with you in case. there's-
Yeah, Abras is going.
Okay.
You guys good? Good?
Yeah, I figure you two are kind of like the handy people, know how to cut down trees and build shelter and stuff. So I don't know any of that.
I'm gonna
you
need
just scouting?
nails too.
How are you
There's
gonna-
no way we're gonna be able to get nails.
Do you have glue?
Definitely don't have that. I can get you blood and bones. That might suffice.
Bones might work.
Okay.
Okay, so I've actually never lived anywhere outside a city before, so I'm terrified.
Yeah. So
So Zach goes into the ship with a plank of wood.
It's probably as best for Abras to go with you. I think
she can keep you safe.
She
You should
used
be
to
fine.
live outside of the city.
Yeah, I think so. So it might be good.
I'll go work on.
Just go look at
chopping
Ket's
down some trees.
tools, and he like, all right, my survival tools: dice
A book.
and thieves, block picks,
Oh,
and a book,
that's all you have.
and another book. One's a kid's
Oh, yeah.
book. One's a big evil book.
Yeah.
Great. Oh, I also got. Do I have my backpack on me?
Yeah.
Cool. We can write letters.
Oh, that's
Oh, good.
And if you want to do paperwork, I got a little bag of sand.
maybe
in
this
case,
island has like native carrier pigeons that just come up and
We
offer.
can also disguise ourselves.
I'm gonna start cutting down trees.
Yeah.
Okay. The trees nearby are dead. Some of them are scorched. Seems like by fire, but you're probably gonna have to go further into the island to get usable wood.
Olo, do you want to come with me?
Sure. We should make an axe. Never mind. I forgot you have an axe.
An enormous axe.
Aberson and I are going to walk
I'll
the
go
entire
with
perimeter of
Okay.
the island.
Then we'll go in.
You said it's scorched. There's like.
Yeah, some of the trees seem sort of burned.
That's not a good sign. All right.
Okay, who am I doing first?
You can do them first.
Okay.
If it's even an island, we're just gonna
Yeah.
walk it. and
Okay.
see where
You
we're
start
at.
walking down the beach. After about an hour and a half, you feel like you're making progress. Like the scenery is sort of changing. The forest shifts in the floor.
There's
and
nothing
fauna.
out in the ocean either. It's just water.
It's just water.
Okay.
And after about an hour and a half, the sun begins to vanish. It's sort of as if it slowly turns off. And as you look up, you see something that you weren't able to see before. That actually wasn't the sun. There is an enormous humanoid figure above the island, almost leaning down toward it. And you look to the far end and you see a hand clasping a sword. The sword itself is maybe the size of a mountain, and on the other end of the island is the same. This creature's torso is rising from the far end of the island and
Wait, it's just like leaning over the top of
yes,
it?
covering the entire island.
So there's no sky, it's just this thing.
You can see the sky sort of outside of its arm's grasp, but it is huddled over this, resting on
What
its
does it
swords.
look like?
It looks like a giant armored knight, almost mainly made of stone, but the stone has crumbled and cracked away, and you can see a decent amount of the stone has fallen off so much that there is a steel skeleton on the inside that you can see in different parts of its arm, and
And it's like its shadow is hitting the island.
where you thought the sun was coming from the center of its face.
Oh, so it's
And
the sun.
The sun actually does begin to rise out into the ocean. It is now morning.
Okay. So it was like a big flashlight was coming from his face.
Mhm.
Hey, what the fuck's that about?
I have no idea.
Do
That's gonna
Olo and I
really
see
screw up my
this too?
sleeping schedule.
Hmm?
Do Olo and I see this too?
Yes, you see it at the same time.
That's really not good.
Do you know what that is?
I'm assuming I don't, right? Yeah. No, that's not a good sign.
Do you think that maybe we're dead?
If this is where you go when you're dead, I thought it'd be a lot more different. And if it is, then cool, Mikhail's here. Unless you went somewhere else and this is where I go.
Seeing it makes you feel very, very small.
Yeah.
I always thought that maybe I'd be like a tree.
Oh.
That's not a good idea, Cat.
It just flies.
I want to see if it'd reach it.
It looks to be miles and miles and miles away.
Okay, it's pretty far.
And yet it's still
Just-
as big as it is?
Hmm?
It's still as big as it is?
Yes. What do you mean?
Like, if it's big enough to seemingly blot out the sun,
Mhm.
but it's miles and miles away, that means that this thing is huge.
No. Yes.
I can check to see if we're dead. Well, our bodies are alive, but I can check real quick.
How?
Alright. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to close my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to touch my head. I'm going to try my best to cast a message on myself and be like, Hey, you in there?
Have you done that before?
Probably not. I don't like talking to him, so this is the first time I'm trying to talk to him.
Okay, I thought you were trying to talk to yourself. That was throwing me off, yeah.
A lone room. Ket stands there, and he turns around and
It's like one of those shadow scenes that goes for infinity, and you're just standing in your head, and then another you shows up, and he's like, "Hey."
Yes. No, I'm trying to talk to old man.
He wasn't in your dream when you were unconscious. It was just blackness, but as you begin to reach into your mind, you can feel a presence. He doesn't vocally respond, but you know he's there.
Hey, we aren't dead.
That's great.
I'm gonna stand up.
You can actually sort of get a scale of how big this island is based on how far away the torso is at the end of the island.
Oh, okay, cool.
It would take you probably 3-ish days to walk the full length.
It'll take us 3 days to walk this whole
And
thing.
sort of your, to walk straight through the middle.
To walk through the middle?
Mm-hmm. You think, judging by, if you were to climb its back like a mountain, it would probably take you the majority of a day.
To climb what?
To climb the figure.
He's like out in the middle of the ocean, isn't he?
Maybe. His torso is either at the far end of the island or rising out of the ocean.
Okay. Ket figures because he's... Oh, because it's miles. Okay. So, on one end is the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
On another end is the island, is like beach, trees, goes even further to this enormous thing.
Yes.
I don't know if that thing is on the end of the island or in the water.
It could be in the center of a continent that you're on the edge of,
Right.
or it could be the end of the island.
Well, we can either spend a few days to walk around this whole damn thing.
I think that I need to be there to provide food.
Yep, so we should just head back. I just wanted to get a scale of where we are, so I think that did it.
Okay.
Have you ever seen anything like that, Holo?
You guys are a little ways in. The charred area sort of dissipates, and hold on one second. As you head further into the island, the burned area of the forest sort of, you realize it's more in patches than it is the entire forest. So you see a few intact trees, no animals. It's very unsettlingly silent. As you go further, just sort of getting a scope and a scale of understanding where you are, you see large craters from time to time. It looks like things have fallen here. A couple of them do have large pieces of concrete or stone that you think might have fallen from the creature itself, but not all of them have that. Some are empty.
This place is unlike any place I've ever been in before. I can't even connect to the new sphere here.
To the what?
Oh yeah, sorry. The new sphere is where I get some of my powers from. It's how I connect to Yant, the old guy that you met.
So you can't contact him now then?
No. I also don't know how to sail or play the banjo anymore, so 2 useful skills are totally gone.
It's the most tragic thing in this whole game.
Yeah, but I can still fish.
If we're going to sail out of here, you forgetting how to sail actually might be important.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's some things I just picked up. It's just that I don't necessarily know
All of
everything
it.
now. Yeah.
It's like coming.
Have we found anything worth chopping down?
Yeah, you come across sort of a small grove
Stop
of
at
living
some of that
trees.
and
Okay.
Start cutting.
You approach the first tree. I want you to make a strength roll, or athletics, I believe.
Athletics? 13.
Okay. You begin hacking at it. It takes you a little while, but you manage to fell the tree. You know the methods to get it to fall where you want and how to skin it, but it's going to be a lot of wood that you're going to have to look back.
Yeah, to rebuild the ship.
This tree is sort of an average-sized tree. There's nothing special about it. It's sort of knotted
It's
in
probably fairly heavy.
Yeah, it's not just a straight pine tree. It's sort of like an oak.
Okay. Would Olo and I be able to carry it back?
Probably not an
drag
entire
it
tree.
Necessarily.
If you were to cut off the limbs, you could probably take the trunk.
Cool.
If you were careful about where you went.
Yeah, I'll work towards that and
Okay.
work towards cutting off all the limbs.
So we just cut down an oak tree?
It's not an oak tree, but it sort of has the same physicality. This island has its own ecosystem.
But it sort of like
You know
branches
for
out
the
like
most part,
that?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
It's going to take her half an hour maybe to finish up all that and get it ready to lug off. Are you going to help, or are you going to wait or do something else?
If I can help, I'll help. But,
Okay.
I mean, unless we're just passing off the axe.
Can you think of a way to help?
The only other way I think of the help is if I made an axe.
Okay.
And then,
Do you want to spend your time doing that?
sure.
Okay.
As we're walking back, I'm going to talk to Avarice. So, are there any other creatures you can turn into?
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
A puma, a horse,
A horse?
yeah, a spider,
A really small spider or a really big spider?
both.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Where'd you learn to do that?
My mama, my papa, and my family.
They knew what to do. They
They
also
all,
could
they
turn
all
it.
know how. My entire tribe knows how.
Where? On near Blastow?
Yes. In the forest. It's where I live. Lived.
I've never seen anybody like you before. Well, I've seen halflings.
I don't look like my mama or my papa.
You just look different than them.
Mm-hmm.
Are they different types of people, or are they animals that turn into people?
No. Do you have you heard of giantkin? Or I think they're sometimes referred to as furbolgs.
I do believe your storybook has something about them.
I think my storybook has something about those.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna reference that page.
Yeah, I'm going to open it up. Hold on.
Yeah, do that,
The
please.
12 Tales of Time.
I got a book that talks about those, but I thought it was just children's stories.
They're real.
So, are you adopted?
Mm-hmm. They found me in the woods.
So you know your real parents?
No.
No,
Oh, that's sad.
you would have heard about it otherwise. It's just, you think it's a folk legend. It's not in your book, but you've heard of it. It's probably in other
Yeah.
storybooks.
That's very mystical and strange, and you surprise me every day.
Thank you.
What else can you turn into?
I'm working on turning into a fish.
Can you turn into a bear?
Yes.
It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
You just turn into that guy from the cave.
Those are bears in general. That's what they look like.
A guy in a cave.
When I get within 120 feet of either Olo or
Okay.
Altai, I'm going to cast a message and say, hey, this island's really fucking huge, and it'll probably take days to go around. Also, what's with the giant thing in the sky?
120 feet is pretty close, so you walk back to the boat and you wait for a little while, and as you're waiting, you finish up chopping the tree.
We start walking back with.
Okay. Do you guys both want to make who's going to help who carry it?
I think you're probably stronger,
Yeah.
actually.
Make
So-
make a roll with advantage.
Wow. Okay.
Thanks, man.
That would be a 12.
Do you want this back?
Yeah. I really like the back.
You have trouble carrying it, but it's going to take you a little while because there's a lot of debris on the ground. On your way
Do I see my
further
friend?
inward, which friend? Yes. Yes, you do.
Never mind.
You say that out loud, or?
Yeah. No, I totally do.
Are we both like carrying it? Is that how we're doing
Yes.
this?
Yeah.
Okay. Like,
You see me
what you
like
talking
look.
about?
Do either of you have rope?
What you see is
I have a net.
do. Yeah, I have rope.
Okay, you have sort of a way that you would go about this where you tie the rope
Tying
around.
it to
Yeah.
make it easier. Yeah. Basically, as we're carrying it, you see me just like look to the left where there's no one, and say, "Do you think? Never mind." And then I just keep going.
Talking to yourself there?
Sort of. No one else can see it, so it doesn't matter.
What?
Nothing. No.
Is it like Yant? He does that sometimes.
No. No. No, it's nothing like Yant.
Is it like Greg? Is it like Liam?
That would be
is it like
closer,
Stevens?
I guess.
Oh, okay.
You know when I fight like more ferociously, I guess. I have like a I don't know how to describe it. It's like a spirit that follows me and it helps me fight.
Okay.
And I can see it. It's right over there. As we're carrying it, I point.
Is
No
that
one
right,
else can see it.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
All right. Do you remember that thing that I was trying to practice?
We're all friends here.
You know what? Think. I'll look at him. I think you could help me out with carrying this for a minute.
Okay.
Will we?
She sort of saunters
Sorry.
and is just like, and then vanishes, and you feel the energy.
Cool. And that means that Ola would actually see the.
Who is this sassy ass, full of
Thing.
character friend you've got?
21.
Okay. Yeah.
And so
For just a very brief moment, like a single frame on a film, you see a flash of blue energy. It's very faint, sort of like an aura, and then it vanishes, and she's able to pull it almost effortlessly.
All right.
Twice as fast as before.
Hey, do you remember that thing that I was practicing earlier? Think maybe we could try that again, and then maybe possibly I see who this person is. I don't know why I keep doing that.
where the memory thing?
Yeah, that one.
I can show you what I want to show you, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. When we get back to the ship.
All right.
Yeah, they walk out of the dead forest with a fully intact tree trunk. It's a little twisted, but...
Alright, Albers, I really want to try this new trick I've been working on, and I haven't got to try it yet.
Alright.
So I'm really excited.
Mm-hmm.
Can you walk over to Olo and Altair? Couldn't remember. Just walk over to him, and I'm going to be able to see through your eyes and hear through your ears. Now, if you could, just every once in a while, make sure that I'm okay, because I'll be blind and deaf, but I'll still be able to feel. So, just every once in a while, just turn around, check. I'll just message you. All right, ready? Let's do this.
Alright.
I'm gonna put my hand on your face, and then it's like it takes her whole head.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna cast Gaze of Two Minds.
Okay.
Do you have to touch my face?
Yeah, I have to touch you.
Oh, my face?
Okay, give me a hand. Boop. I'm gonna touch your hand.
Okay.
Good.
I walk towards Altair and Stevens.
Okay. You feel just a little weird. You can't quite pin it down, but it's a little uncomfortable.
I'm not in your head. I can just see out of your eyeballs. I'm behind you.
Yeah,
Wait,
I know.
look at me. I want to see what I'm doing. And then
You guys
Ket
approach them.
Ket is sitting on the beach, and he just goes like this. Well, up, and you hear it. I almost got. Hi.
Hi.
That's it.
I keep walking.
Do we see Ket
It,
as we're
it
walking?
feels sort of weird because you're looking at yourself from
Yeah,
a
it's
distance.
like, oh, this is
Yeah.
so weird.
Do we see Ket as we're walking back?
Yeah.
What is Ket doing?
It's like this.
He's looking through my eyes and my ears. Not seeing through my ears.
Sounds like Ket can do that thing you can do too.
Hi, hello.
Do I hear that in my head? Is that what's
Yeah.
happening?
Yeah, I
Oh,
cast
okay.
a message, but I can't see where I'm pointing it, so I had to constantly go, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello. Make sure one hit.
I'll like respond back. I'm like, hey, what's up?
One hit. Hello.
Hey, are you allowed to share memories with that thing?
No, I can just see through other people's eyes.
All right, yeah, it's not the same thing. He just told me it's different. You can't have
Okay.
memories.
Okay.
Kat, what would happen if I turned into, like a lizard? Would you still be able to see? Or, oh, he can't hear me right now. How do I get him
To the
out?
I don't
left.
know.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You should try it.
This is a fun experiment,
turn into
and we're
a
like
cow.
still like carrying it.
Yeah, we're still
Turn into a
carrying.
cow?
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't work. I'm back in my body.
Alright, so we get there, we drop it off.
Sazek will go up and start whittling away at it to form it the way that she wants. She doesn't say anything. She's just humming to herself.
All right.
Hey, we couldn't find any nails.
Then go find nails. Or bones. Or something that...
There's no animals either.
If there are no animals,
But there are
bones
crabs, apparently.
should be easier to find.
There are crabs, so I mean...
Crabs are in the ocean.
Yeah.
I'm petting
You
Cal
were
at
gone.
point.
You were gone for like just a few hours. You
I
probably didn't see any animals because you didn't look for them.
Did see that big guy up there, though.
Yeah. So it's yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to leave.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I point over to Abris. What is going on with that?
I'm assuming they're testing...
She's a cow.
Oh.
I'm petting Cow Abris.
Your name is now Betsy.
I revert back to my small halfling.
You guys didn't get to hear him moo. It was really cute.
It was
Wait, how
very-
close are you guys to us?
Huh?
How close are you
It was
guys
a
to us?
very small move.
I'm assuming you're within talking distance.
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
I can look for animals. I can find them with my
I think
mind.
they were bonding. I think that's what they were doing.
Okay, so enough fucking around. So we
We just cut down a tree! What are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about myself. We need to rebuild the ship to get off the island. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I have this really weird feeling that might not work because I feel like. Oh wait, never mind. I think we're on the right.
Use your words. Think it out.
I think we're in the ocean. I have this
Okay.
maybe idea that we're like some plane of existence, but I don't think so anymore because maybe just big statues live in the ocean and are on islands. I don't know.
Yeah, we just saw a giant snake, so I mean, it's kind of like following within the abnormal that's been going on. So.
Mhm. I still got access to my buddy. And,
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Interesting. I do not. So.
Greg,
Apparently you do as well. So.
what do you mean? What do
Just
you
a
not
neat
have?
thing. I can't talk to Yant. Yeah.
That's pretty weird.
Mm-hmm.
Can you?
No, Greg. It's Liam Neeson's still
Can
here.
you try to give me memories?
Well,
Maybe it'll work.
I can't give you all of my memories.
Give me a memory of you talking to me right now.
Okay. I'll mind meld.
Okay.
I'm like trying to give him a memory of talking to him right now. Or like seeing the cow.
Doesn't work.
Alright.
The memories are very muddled up. For just a couple seconds, you see single colors,
Oh, I'm getting some. I'm getting.
and that's it. It's gone.
I'm getting closer.
Shit, this might be worse than I thought. Alright, we're like right next to the ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna try and teleport like 40 feet away.
From the ship?
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
Alright, cool.
Hey, you can teleport. Good job.
Yep, apparently that's working. But mind meld isn't. I'm gonna have to keep working with this.
Although, what do you want me to do?
Can you?
I have a suggestion. Can you go away? I have like top tier social anxiety, and I'm basically about to shit. I'm not wearing pants, but I'm very uncomfortable.
Yeah, me too.
Well, the five of us are gonna have to work together if we're gonna get off of this island.
That you leave, and then you come back with wood and nails and bones and shit for me to work with, and then you go away again. I like that. That makes me happy.
No.
If I look around the beach, are there like boards that are like washed up?
Mainly splinters. It looks like she's collected the bulk of what's in the area already.
All right. What were you saying?
What do you want me to do? What do we need to do?
Can you collect crabs?
Crabs?
Crabs.
Crabs.
Mm-hmm.
I can try.
Okay. So I might have to use them for nails.
Okay, and then I start walking in the ocean, and I turn around. Where do crabs live?
Usually on the beach. They'll kind of just run around.
Are they in
Sometimes
the
if there's
water
a collection,
or are they on
of-
the beach
is
part?
it- they're normally on the beach part. They are in the water, but it's a lot harder to catch them there.
Okay.
If
Would you prefer if I froze them to death or
That's
blasted
fine.
them?
You can do either. Probably not blast. We kind of need them intact-ish.
Okay.
If you find rocks, they like to hang out in there.
I will look for crabs.
Abris, how long are you able to transform the way that you do?
I think it's an hour.
think it's
Average.
an hour.
Yes, it is an hour.
Half your Drew level, I believe.
Pretty sure it's just an hour.
Got the trusty handy.
1 hour.
Whoa,
Players.
we have those.
1 hour.
D&D
1 hour?
Beyond too.
Yeah.
Question.
She already did.
How far away are the trees that are worth cutting down?
It was about an hour and a half. You know that there's going to be a lot more and probably different types of trees if you were to go further in.
Hey,
How many times can you do that?
2 a day.
So 2 more. So 1 more time today.
Yes.
All right.
how do you feel about going on an expedition?
To.
Search.
Um,
Go all the way through the island. Just really get the scope of this place.
Well, apparently, according to them, this place is bigger than we thought it was.
Yeah, I want to go as deep as we can.
I feel like all of us should go if we're going to do that.
Yeah,
Yes,
but-
please. Because I can't hold a tune when you're all talking, and I'm trying to whittle to a tune, and if I can't do that, the wood's gonna be like shit, and we're gonna sink.
All right, bye.
Do you want my
gonna start
my
walking
wood
away.
carving supplies?
I have a bone.
I have tools that will help. They're made to shape wood.
They make those?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can.
She runs in the boat with him.
I'm looking for crabs.
Okay.
Cat! Cat!
I dive into the
Wait.
sand.
Yeah, how?
Hold on. Let him do his thing.
I'm going to look for rocks,
Mhm.
and if I see any, I'm going to cast frostbite on it.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over towards Cat as he's doing it.
This
No,
area
I'll
of the
let's see
beach
how he does.
is pretty empty. It looks like maybe a chunk of the head of the creature that is over you has dropped into the ocean, and that's maybe the only rocks in this.
Okay,
on this
wait,
beach.
question.
Mhm.
If the island is like this,
Mhm.
and you've got the thing here, its body goes up and like all
Yes.
Oh!
It arches over. It's resting kind of like that.
Ah!
Yeah. Where you're at now on the island, it's almost like it's looking straight at you.
Yeah. Okay, that's far scarier. I thought he was just over there, like.
No, he
he's
is
like.
lurched over. His head is at the center point
Cat.
of the sky.
I'm looking for crabs.
Well, instead you should come with us.
I gotta find some crabs.
We're gonna go into the center of the forest. We're gonna go deep.
Wait, why am I looking for crabs if she can just make food?
The crabs are for bone, so that we have nails.
Crabs
Gotcha.
don't have bones.
They have
They've got
shells.
Outside bones.
Yeah, but you can't like hammer a plank of wood in.
Why are you
with-
here? I
with
thought
like
you
a
went
wood.
in the ship.
I did, and then I came out. I have legs that work.
Huh.
So
Well,
I can.
I'm glad you did that. So now
Yeah.
that we know.
Come here,
Yeah.
crabs.
All right. Never mind.
Crabs.
Okay. Come on.
What are we doing?
We've changed priorities. We're gonna go deep into the forest.
We have to know what we can get from this island.
Okay.
If it's just wood, then it's not going to be very helpful. Unless we're making wooden nails.
I
Do you know
have.
how they do that?
What are you looking for specifically?
Animals that aren't
A
crabs.
specific animal, if any.
Anything that has bones.
So.
Try for a pig.
I can sit here for a few moments.
Try for a
And
rabbit.
I can find where any pig on the island is.
Okay.
Maybe not pigs. Then. Maybe something that would be in the forest.
So,
A boar.
A boar.
Sure, a boar.
Yes. Yeah.
How exactly does that spell work, and how long does it take to cast?
1 moment. It is loading.
Okay. Give me all the info.
D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond. 1 moment.
Yes.
Oh man, I don't get another invocation to the 5th level.
I'm assuming my discipline that is mainly has to do with the new sphere doesn't work either.
Yes.
It's the one that has to, like, I can find creatures or no item lore. That one doesn't work.
You can try it.
Alright.
It takes 1 action to cast,
Okay.
and I learn the distance and direction of the closest creature or plant of the kind within 5 miles of near presence.
Of the kind. So
Yeah.
you're looking for beast?
So I can describe or name a specific kind of plant or beast, and then I just know where any are within
Okay.
5 miles.
And you're looking for boars specifically?
Or
Or that
specific-
family of ungulates?
Yes.
Okay.
Gosh dang it.
You cast it. How far is its range?
5 miles.
That's awesome.
It's very, very strange.
Mm-hmm.
it's not quite. It's not a boar. It feels like you can. It's alive, and it feels like maybe half of its presence is sort of bestial, and it is
Up?
on the back of that titan.
What the hell is up there?
So, the only thing I can find is up on that guy.
Well, what is it?
Do you know how to fly?
Not yet.
Alright.
Cat's literally walking and doing this.
Which book? His spell book?
The big one, yeah.
Hey, can I see the thingy thing?
Bring it up.
Yeah.
It works fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
Are you gonna give it to him?
What do you want?
You don't have to give it to me. It's fine. Just keep it there. Just hold it there for a long time, real quick. Thanks. So this is called item lore, and it says you carefully study an item if you concentrate for this option's full duration. Oh shoot! Never.
Is it like an hour?
No, it's instantaneous.
Full duration, instant.
No, sorry. No, time is an hour. Yeah. Time.
Someone donated 420 to us.
You guys are crazy and wow.
Wait, I'm confused with this one. It says if you concentrate for this option's full duration while remaining. Never mind. Got it. It is an hour. We're not going to do it if it takes that long.
We are actually going to go on break
Woo!
because we're slowing down and we have something that's coming up.
Oh boy.
Coming up real soon.
As we go into the forest.
Yeah. Just like that video
There's
game.
more forest.
The Forest.
There's a plane!
Yeah, okay. We're good. Tyler, stop it now. Stop it now. Welcome back. And a special thank you to Golden Panda, Mr. Bright Shadow number 1, and Brenton Verlow for giving us that sweet dough. According to Mr. Bright Shadow's generous donation, the first person to... What? Are they not back yet? Jacob's been in the bathroom for an hour.
Yeah, I mean...
Huh?
Oh, okay. The first person who rolls a natural 1 is a homosexual.
What? Oh no. Don't stop!
Megan,
Oh,
no!
Megan, no!
Spencer!
Spencer!
We ruined everything. Alright, what the heck are we doing? You guys are going to
can't
an
roll.
island?
Who is this Megan you speak of?
Don't start trying, guys!
One. Nice.
She got it.
You're gay! Alright. Alright. What were we doing? Were we playing... We were playing D&D.
Oh yeah, we're playing
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dang it.
I'm sorry, Tim.
I thought we were done with that.
No, we can wrap it up pretty quick.
Okay.
I'll just have another shipwreck.
another shipwrecks. Game.
Flies into the island.
Another wave hits the island, we're all dead. And we're on a different island!
The guy wakes up and goes, ha!
No.
He's killed us all.
No.
Are we just gonna start again? Or?
Yeah.
Alright.
We're walking through the forest, right?
Well, we were about
Yeah,
to.
we
You
were
guys
getting
about
ready
to
to head
go.
deep into the forest.
If you need me to carry anything that is really heavy, I can turn into an ox.
What is an ox?
Actually, wait, before we go, can I actually get rid of some stuff? Because I really don't need to carry this backpack full of crap if we're just going to go
Just
through the
leave it
forest.
over here?
Unless we need to write letters.
No.
No.
Okay, great. I'm going to get rid of some stuff, Logan.
Okay.
And I might actually just throw it in the ocean, because I don't even fucking
Don't throw things into the ocean. That's bad. A turtle
There's
would
a whole
hit
boat.
and die.
And a very grumpy
Can you do me a
chameleon
favor?
person.
Don't kill the
yeah.
Can you write this down for me? All the stuff I'm getting rid of.
You know, I can just carry it. You
Yes.
don't have to get rid of it.
I don't need it. We don't need the
Nope.
extra weight.
You can always
we
sell
really
it.
need to carry around an extra 5-pound book,
There'll be a store
unless the Tales of Time is 5 pounds.
Eventually, yeah.
No.
on the island.
Okay.
It's
but-
like half a pound.
A book that I brought from home called, like, I don't know.
Just an extra book?
Yep, I'm getting rid of that. So,
Okay.
a book. My disguise kit.
Okay.
A 1 ounce bottle of ink.
Why? No. I
And
can just carry this.
No.
It's so small.
It's taking up backpack room.
If you want to add it to your inventory, that'll be fine.
Are you serious?
I have
Here,
to
take the ink pen too.
You had a pen?
Got it.
Yeah, an ink pen.
The ballpoint? Or
No, a feather.
like a feather.
Okay, yeah, a feather.
A little bag of sand. Do you want a little bag of sand?
Why do you have a little?
Yes,
bag?
please.
On a beach.
There you go.
Got
Little
it.
bag of sand. 1 sheet of parchment. Do
As-
you think we won't need this?
As the disguise kit begins
Probably
to
so.
float into the water, Sizek runs out and grabs it.
I'm not chucking the disguise kit into the water. I'm
Oh.
leaving it on the beach
Oh,
so that I
okay.
can come back for it.
All right.
Do you think that's? Do you trust it to just be here?
The paper?
No, the disguise kit.
All right, fine. I'll take the disguise kit with me. I'll get rid of the 1 sheet of paper.
I'm feeling the big guy's gonna take anything you leave here.
I forgot about the potion of bees.
So did I.
You might need it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna put my disguise pouch back in. My disguise kit.
Disguise pouch.
You can make the
Pouch
pouch look like any other pouch.
I also have a small knife that Mikhail gave me,
Oh, yeah.
which I'm gonna need. Okay. I'm gonna take the potion of bees.
Okay.
All right, guys. I think it's time.
No.
Why would this be the time?
I don't know.
We might have
Maybe
to
it'll help
fight
us.
some-
No.
No.
All right. Save it for later. Okay, let's go.
Oh my goodness. Holy crap. Dude, ink is so expensive. What? An ounce of ink is 10 gold?
Why do you think it sucks to be a wizard?
What? Why don't we just hold on to this so we can sell it?
We gonna sell it to the trees?
Okay, I agree. We're getting off of this island, so like we could sell this stuff later if you're never gonna use it again.
All right. Okay.
We have repeat offenders. Brenton Verleau gave us another 420,
Oh my God. You guys.
and Mr. Bright Shadow gave us $6.09, and he demands that Jacob, next time during the break, wipe your butt a lot faster, please.
Oh, sorry. I'll do that.
Thank you. Okay, going into the island without a
It-
book and paper.
The wiping won't be like any quicker in terms of time. I'll just go like
Yeah.
just wipe it faster.
I didn't need those images.
You have them now. They're stored there forever.
Headed into the forest.
All right. You pass through all the dead trees, and again, as you head into the forest, you guys who were going down the beach now see all these empty craters. They look like large impact marks.
How big are the craters?
Some of them are about the size of this room at their smallest.
Okay.
Others are pretty large, sort of like
For
a.
people that aren't us, that's probably about like 30 feet by 30 feet.
Yeah, they go from 30 to maybe 120 feet.
Jeez. All right.
And you go further into the forest. The forest begins to be alive again. The outer area is definitely burned. You don't understand why. And large stones sit in some of the craters. You can pretty much assume that they fell off of that titan above you. And as you go further, it takes the better half of a day. You don't see anything, you don't hear anything, nothing living.
What kind of forest is this? Is it like oak trees, or is it like jungle?
It's sort of a mix. It seems very dry.
Okay.
So it's spaced out a little bit. It's not insanely thick, but it does get a bit thicker. The environment almost changes as you get further in, near the end of the day, as the sun begins to set behind the figure, and it's a bit jungly.
Okay.
So the sun is rising and setting. It
Yeah.
just sets early because the figure.
No,
No, the sun rises. The figure emits a light from its face that's as bright as the sun.
a bit
So
brighter.
So
it's
it
not-
never turns to nighttime in terms of bright.
The sky is black, but that thing lights up the island.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Weird. Okay.
yeah, it's pretty weird.
That explains a little bit better to me. Sorry. I didn't quite understand initially what that meant. All right. I mean. just
Do I see like
going, I guess.
any trails in the forest, or is it like mostly barren?
It's mostly barren. There don't seem to be any game trails.
Okay, I guess I'm looking for signs that like
There's anything living?
has something been here besides us. Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it.
Okay.
For the most part, as you're going through, any game trails that did exist are overrun. But after a while, near the end of the day, as the sun is setting in the distance, so it is as dark as it's going to get during the twilight, you see mostly overrun, but it looks like a wider trail.
Okay.
You come across it. You can tell that this used to be a trail of some sort.
What is it overrun by?
Mostly plants, small ferns, some.
It's just kind of
grass
like
and
it's just
weeds.
like clear, like there's no trees and like
Yeah.
on like this path. Okay.
That looks like something we can follow, maybe?
Yeah, I agree.
As we're walking, I'd like to look out for like berries or fruit or any type of plant that I think would be
Yeah.
edible.
As you're walking, you do actually see a few fruit trees. Most of the fruit is intact or on the ground, having
Collect
fallen.
whatever I can get.
Okay. You get a decent amount of food, enough to feed you guys for today.
Okay.
So you continue down the trail?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You go further and further. We keep getting money from the same guys. What are they doing? The panda dude gave us more money, and then Brenton is just emptying his bank account for us.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, seriously, that's
It's
wow.
pretty awesome.
It's pretty awesome. Emptying his bank
Yeah.
account. It's
Oh.
like, they're live.
It's like a piggy bank.
Dump this on the computer screen and just clatters, yeah.
I gotta take this to the bank now.
The light begins to grow and glow again as the sun sets, and it is now brighter than it was during the day on the island. You can't look up because it's so bright that if you were to look at this figure's face, it just burns.
Would we ever feel tired? Like,
Hmm?
like we need to sleep or
It
anything?
hasn't been a full day yet,
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah. You do still feel weak from,
Yeah.
Now, it's casting down directly above us, right?
yes.
So there are shadows from the trees coming down.
A little bit, yeah.
Just making sure.
Could we? Are there trees around us where we're at?
Yeah.
Should
Mostly
we
on the sides of the
camp up behind, like under the trees, avoid that light as best we can?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have that tent.
I don't really have any spells that can help us.
I'll pull out Ket's tent that he couldn't carry,
Okay, thanks.
and start setting it up like
Okay.
in the shade, like a little bit off what we've
Okay.
been walking.
I'll get my bedroll out and get ready.
And it's a two-person tent, so
Okay. You invite anyone, or?
You guys
I
can
mean-
share. I got my shell.
Yeah.
Do you like tents?
No.
I'm in there.
All right.
I really don't like camping that much.
So is it the two of us then?
I'm small and brittle and it hurts my skin. What?
Is it two of us? It's a two-person tent.
Yeah, I'll stay in my snuggie. Stay as far away from you as possible.
Stop it.
Sindhu?
Like, I can't keep saying the same names. The golden panda again.
Hey,
And Mr. Bright Shadow as well. We just donated
we
another
can't say the
6.
same names. If they
What?
we can't say the same names if they keep donating.
Yeah.
You have like a little button just for them, just like Logan saying,
Golden panda.
Oh my God.
Time to set up a soundboard.
And while you were saying that, we got another one from Mr. Bright Shadow. At
I'm
$6.66.
Pretty sure,
Oh,
unless
no.
I just
Guys,
Panda and Shadow
oh my
again.
God.
We're trying to play
Panda
D&D
sent 3
here.
and Shadow sent 66.
I will maintain my dominance as future Pantheon member.
To stop being a game after the first 420. Panda and Shadow. All right.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. So we set up.
It's very bright. It's very difficult.
Was it ever common for people of opposite genders to share a tent in my civilization?
Yeah.
Cool.
There was
we probably,
the,
we probably
It's
did
weird for me.
we probably did like
The
the
You
swap
get to
thing. Have you
smell
ever
my
done
feet
that?
all night.
Have you ever heard of that? Like when
Where
originally
you
my
stare
God,
at the
to be
other
next to your
people's
smelly
feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
Okay.
do that.
So
Deer
yeah,
feet?
you're just like kind of
Like
trying
stick
to
out?
stay in the far corner of the tent.
How tall are you?
5'8".
Yep.
What?
I'm like 6'3".
Perfect. So I scoot forward a little bit, and I'm at like your calves, and you're at my feet.
And my feet stick out of the tent.
All right. Makes for a very uncomfortable evening.
I need to write this down. How tall I am.
You all try to go to sleep. It's very, very difficult because the light is brighter than it is during the day, and with the figure hulking over the sun, days are naturally in the shade.
Is it possible that being inside the tent and then having like a bedroll, like, does that help us prevent?
Yeah,
the
it's
brightness
a
from
little bit
affecting us?
darker. It's still difficult.
Even above that, I will take. Does a mist can have that? No, it doesn't.
About a couple hours in
Never mind.
of everyone resting, we get another donation from Ace Arcanine.
Yay.
Hey, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Altai, you wake up. You don't feel rested. You feel very tired.
Just me?
Yeah. Is anyone's perception higher than hers?
15.
Yeah. What's yours?
11.
Oh, then yes.
What the heck am I doing? Abris. Good morning.
You should always know that Spencer's characters have the highest perception.
Yeah.
I feel like you got them flipped somehow. I thought I had the 15.
Yeah. Survivalist.
Who
side
has
of
a higher
things.
wisdom? The druid or the barbarian?
I don't know. You wake up.
Mm-hmm.
You are not rested. You are still very tired. And you hear... It's difficult to make out at first, but it gets a little bit louder. It's definitely what woke you up. You hear the rattling of chains. It sounds like they're being drug across the ground, not too far from where you are.
Ola.
You wake
Wake
up.
up.
You hear the chains.
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 Can I like look around and see if I see anything that's like carrying something or?
Oh, looking just out into the forest?
Yeah.
You don't see anything at first, and then after a few moments, it does get a little bit louder, and it's very audible now. There's a figure. It's about 8 feet tall. It's walking through the forest, through the trees. It sort of reaches the canopy that there would be, and it has 4 arms. I can't. They're making money memes. Can you?
Those are the best kind of memes.
Did he actually give us $80?
What?
Whoa, what?
Are you serious?
Oh, 8008, yeah, Bright Shadow.
Dude, what in the
Bright
hell,
Shadow.
man? Are you kidding me right now?
If you squint,
What in the fuck,
if you
guys?
squint, if you squint really closely, it says boob.
Nice. Nice.
Dude, what in the hell are
He
you?
wins.
Oh my god.
So the guy
That used to be the password on my
homosexual?
Dude, Bright Shadow.
Holy
Holy
crap,
crap.
bro.
All right.
Oh
That's
my
enough
God.
for us to like take a second and be like,
That's,
whoa.
that's how much money a video I made.
I know. That's like double the highest tier on our Patreon. That's oh my god.
All right. So
Yeah, that's subtle Patreon.
Thank you. That's insane.
Now you know why I hit the table over here. I saw that.
your money boob stopped a very intense moment. So we're gonna see
no-
if we can get that back.
Also,
Probably not.
No one else has to do this, but he did challenge people to one up him.
Oh my god.
No one
You
has to
shouldn't
feel
do that.
obligated to
Alright.
do that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Back to
You're
the
about to
chain.
die.
Oh,
Let's go back
okay.
there.
No. I refuse to die now.
Don't need more money.
No.
It has 4 arms, 8 feet tall. It has ashen skin,
Okay.
and its upper 2 arms are holding what look like glaives, big long weapons with curved blades, and its other hands its arms don't end in hands. They actually form the chains, and they're rattling on the ground as it is almost headed in your direction subconsciously. As it gets closer and closer, you see its face. It is mostly teeth.
Okay.
They are jagged and long like an anglerfish and cover the bulk of its face. You don't see any eyes.
We need to hide.
Okay. What about Ken?
we're gonna have to. How far away are they from us?
It's about 100 feet.
From the
Oh,
monster?
no.
Oh, okay.
You guys are clustered together in a 30-foot area. It's
Okay,
not,
wait,
not that big.
I go and I open the tent and I tell them that they need to hide.
Okay. You guys wake up pretty easily. The sun,
Well,
the
what's
thing in
going
the
on?
sky.
Something out there you need to hide.
You hear the rattling of chains, very, very faintly, until you're fully awake and conscious.
Everybody stay here.
I'm not there.
I assume I've probably never seen anything like this before.
You would never have wanted to see anything like this.
I
could
step out the
imagine.
tent.
Could you? I'm sorry. I was intentionally not listening.
Yeah, I'll
I
describe
got
it.
a general idea. It's a four-armed person holding glaives and
It
like
is,
jagged
yes.
teeth.
8 feet tall.
I was intentionally trying to not listen because I wasn't experiencing it, and I realize now that that's probably a bad idea. When
Eventually, yeah.
so, because eventually I would see
You
it.
see it.
Does it look familiar?
No. It looks very
Perhaps we should hide.
unsettling and intimidating, and in that way it's familiar, otherwise not so.
I'm still a little groggy because I was asleep.
Yes, of course.
Was I having a dream?
Yes.
Okay.
You were having the
Then. How far away is it?
about 100 feet.
Yeah,
It's getting closer, sort of in like a spiral. It doesn't seem to be directly approaching.
I'll pull out my axe, not necessarily to run at it, but more like if it runs at us.
Okay.
So in more like a defensive posture.
I'm gonna say to myself,
Mhm.
"Is this a sick joke? You're gonna attack my friends now?"
What?
There's no response. But as you speak a bit louder, it turns its head. And it pauses. And without having eyes, you can still feel it staring at you.
I'm gonna cast message on it.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say, "Stay away from us."
You do hear something return. It's not tangible. Its response is sort of weak and cracked, as if it couldn't fully form a sentence or a message to return to you. And it stands and stares at you. It is a hulking figure. It's not slender, but not muscular either. It's about mid-range.
Okay, Kent, are we fighting this thing?
What are you doing, kid?
It takes one step forward. Another.
Is it like?
It's
Is it
moving
clearly
very
going towards
slow-
Ket now?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
I'm
moving
going
very
to
slowly.
cast message on it and get it says, "I am a patron of the. What am I? I'm a
Servant.
I'm a servant of the old man. You will leave this place."
Continues walking closer and closer.
I'm gonna step
It
up
doesn't
beside
really give a
Ket.
fuck.
It's about 50 feet away now.
This is.
Gets closer.
I'm gonna.
It's about 20 feet away now.
If it gets close to us, I am swinging at it.
Yeah, no, don't get anywhere near that thing. I am going to.
It's 15 feet away now.
I'm gonna push side of your shoulder to the side. Say, "You don't want to be near me."
I'll step a few feet
Everyone
away.
watches as this thing steps right up to Ket.
Yeah.
I push all you to the side. I'm casting Chains of Fate.
Okay. What does it need to beat?
It needs to beat a strength save of 13.
Ooh, it got a 13.
Dang it. Alright, he takes half damage.
Okay. So these chains spew out of you again? Out of
Yeah,
ground?
the rune
Okay.
appears on the bottom and they come out of the
Spiral.
ground.
Alright. You can play some combat music.
Yeah, I will.
Quick question. Who has the pins?
Oh, I'll grab
We have some. There's one right here.
And because I leveled up as a warlock, my spell slots go up in determining what level I am. So now they're all casted at second level, meaning that this spell does 3d6 damage instead of 2d6. Pretty freaking cool.
To keep the story flowing, we're going to stave off on mentioning people, doing donations up until near the end.
Okay.
I was gonna say maybe do a thing where like at the end we'll just say the names that we haven't said yet.
That'd be, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be 7 damage, halved already. It was
Okay.
14 total.
But as he writes that down, like preemptive thanks to everyone that does donate
Yeah,
from here on
absolutely.
out.
Yeah, seriously, that is crazy, you guys. You're ridiculous, and I love all of you. It blows my mind. I have no words.
Okay. It seems unfazed. it doesn't react as these chains burst out and wrap around it, and its legs begin to freeze over, and then the chains shatter and explode as they do naturally.
And I'm like,
cast out.
shit.
It
Initiative
opens
time?
its mouth.
I'm
I
gonna
need you to
dodge.
make a
That's
Constitution save.
Okay.
Would it be initiative time?
Yes, it would.
Well, I gotta roll. I'm rolling Constitution first, Logan.
Okay.
17.
All right. You feel your life force try to give itself up to this creature as it opens its mouth, and you see inside of its maw a void.
Oh.
It's just emptiness. What?
The
Oh,
devil
yeah.
face is right there.
Yeah.
From Tomb of Annihilation.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I take any damage or no?
Actually, yes, you do.
No,
You
I
take
should've said that.
12 necrotic damage.
Whew. Ow.
Okay, Abris, what's your initiative?
10.
10. Altair.
The white dice has forsaken me. Natural 1.
No.
You're gay! Kit.
5.
Stevens. Are you Stevens?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Hey.
All right. You watch Ket fall down, gasping for air as this thing stands over him, a void swirling behind its net of teeth.
Could I reason out the natural 1? As Ket like pushed me
Yeah.
away, I wasn't expecting it, and just kind of like slipped to my knees really quickly.
Yeah.
Like,
You were standing in front of him, right?
I was standing right beside him, and he pushed me to the
Okay,
side
yeah.
for the chains. So I just
you
like
stepped
kind
into
of
a bit
slipped.
of mud and you slipped.
Yeah, and so now
Okay.
now it makes sense why I'm still like getting up.
Olo immediately, as your natural 20 dictates, you watch this thing as it closes its jaws slowly. You notice a little crystal. It seems purple, and it is hanging on a different chain around this thing's neck.
Okay.
It seems almost encased in an energy that is being pulled from the
It's
creature.
on like a chain
Yes.
necklace
Mhm.
almost. Okay.
Um,
Is it not attached? Does it like swing freely?
Yeah, it swings freely. It's your turn.
All right. Hey, Kat, how you doing? Need you to trust me real quick, okay? And then I'm gonna do transposition. Wait, how far away am I from him?
Less than 30 feet.
Can I know like
Oh,
25?
yeah. We'll do 15.
15? Okay. Not too far, but it'll at least get you out of the way. So we're gonna switch places.
Oh, cool.
As long as you're willing.
The old Urgot old.
So what do I feel? Like I'm going to be teleported? Or that I'm gonna get switched? Yeah,
That
I'm
got
rolling.
changed
Okay.
a long time ago.
All right.
I know.
So we switch places.
That's why I said old.
Oh, I thought you meant it was like an old, like it's old, not that
Yeah,
it's
because
old,
it's old.
in that it's
Got him.
In that it's old?
It's not
Never mind.
classic, it was trash.
classic.
So I switch places with him.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna grab the spear and try and, if I can, like cut the necklace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a wink in time, you feel yourself just immediately off kilter. Like you don't know what the heck just happened, but you are not where you were just standing. Olo, you're familiar with this, so you can stand normally. You swing at the chain,
Yeah.
make an attack roll.
I have summoning sickness.
Summoning sickness.
What are you attacking with?
The spear. My
Olo
spear.
has haste.
Okay.
19.
All right, you stab at it. Roll damage.
And I got a 4. 4
All
damage.
right.
One of these creepy ass Dark Souls
Yeah.
monster we're fighting right now.
You stab through the chains, and it feels like they're bound by the creature being alive.
How big is this, like, are the chains that hold this object?
About the size of the ones that take the form of its hands.
Okay.
So each link is about that big.
Alright.
Yeah, you stab through one of the chains, and it impales the creature. Doesn't look like it did that much damage. You did 4?
Yeah.
Okay. It's its turn. It'll look over at you, make a wisdom save.
Alright. 16?
Okay. Its gaze is terrifying, but you're able to stand your ground.
Alright, cool.
And it is going to swing at you with both of the glaives in its hands. Gets a 22
Miss.
and a 22.
Nice.
Miss?
Yeah.
That's right, because you're a turtle and nothing can hurt you.
A 22?
Wait, actually-
They both hit. I'm joking.
Oh my
There's
god.
no
I'm
way.
just kidding.
I can't tell.
I don't know.
You take
I can
20
never-
slashing damage.
How much?
20.
I am unconscious.
Oh my gosh.
Are we doing massive damage rules?
Mm.
No. Okay. That's good.
My
I'm
shell
mean,
breaks.
but I'm not that mean.
No!
Abris, it's your turn.
I wild shape into a bear.
All right.
Yes! Yes!
A bear.
Now my little blue friend goes.
Yep. Yeah.
Another one.
Okay. What are you doing as a bear?
That is my action.
I thought it was a. That's right. Different.
It's not a
circles.
bonus action?
No, it's a circle of the moon. I think you get that.
I can use a bonus action to regain hit points, but to wild shape is a full action.
Okay. A bear is standing over there. Ket, your turn.
Oh, jeez. Olo just dropped, right?
Yes.
Not good. Let's,
Shoot.
You're a bear.
This thing is like stone, right?
Does anyone remember?
It has
I rolled for
ashen
elf last
skin,
time?
but it looks sort of like a leathery flesh.
Oh, I took average.
The creature above is
More like it was made out of like hide, like a leather hide.
kind of.
Can't do
Okay.
anything to get him up.
Its skin is just kind of alien.
Okay.
Healer, but I'm a bear.
Okay.
See, I can't either.
I'm gonna have to delay this round. I can't do any damage. I'm gonna cast Frigid Embrace.
Okay.
Gives
gives you
myself
armor?
some hit points.
Okay. Altai.
Cool. I'll
You
stand
regain
up.
your stance
Yeah, I'll
next to
stand up
Olo
seeing
now.
that,
Yeah.
and I'll look over to my friend.
Okay.
Get over here. I need you now more than ever. Cool.
It smiles and winks as it vanishes.
Cool. And as it begins to envelop me, do I see anything that would act as perhaps a weak point to this creature?
Maybe you can cut off one of the chains, but it all looks pretty strong by itself.
All right, I'm going to just take a swing at it. Reckless attack.
Make an attack roll.
Wow, man, that dice like hates me now.
You get 2 ones.
That was no.
It ran
was a
out of
one.
juice. It just keeps rolling ones.
Tyler touched it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Dang it,
that's right.
Tyler.
Oh, I need to mark that down. That would be a 12.
All right. You're attacking it with the axe.
Yeah.
Filled with new, reinvigorated energy, you swing your axe, and it just does not hit.
All right.
Top of the round. Stevens, make a death save.
All right.
No.
11.
Ooh, success.
All right, yeah, success. It's its turn again. It'll turn over at you, Altai,
It has a good special.
and open its maw again.
Con save?
Yes, con save.
All right. 18.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the swirling void almost calls you to die and just lose all your life force to
No.
fill this thing's hunger. And you resist, but you still take 12 necrotic
Is
damage.
that halved?
Yes. It's half because you succeeded, so it's not
We
yet.
have it again.
Okay.
for
All damage against
Except for-
me.
oh,
except
yeah.
For, except for psychic. all
Half of the
damage
bear is
halved.
the best.
6 damage? Dude, tank right here.
Except for
Hell.
psychic damage, all damage is halved.
All right. Whose turn is it? Abris. You're a bear. Tackle it.
Yeah. How far away is it?
Go away!
It's like 15 feet away from me.
It's about 10 feet away from you.
Okay, yeah, I charge at it and
Okay.
multi-attack as a bear. So that's a claw
Bear
and
slap
bite.
this bitch.
That's a 19 and a 10.
Okay, the 19 hits.
Alright. It's the same.
So with surprisingly fast dexterity, it ducks out of the way of one paw, but you had the other one careening in.
That's 6 damage.
6 damage, alright. Yep. It begins to bleed just a little bit. An inky black fluid begins to run down as your claws pierce the skin.
That's so awesome.
Ket, you are up.
Alright, so I didn't describe it. Last time, Frigid Embrace, what it does is I take water out of the air,
Okay.
and I just form armor around me.
All
And then from the back, I'm about 15 feet away from it, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to go another 30 feet off backwards, and
Okay.
then I'm going to just Eldritch Blast.
Alright, make an attack roll.
Come on, let's go. Dang it. It's a 7. A bottle.
Yeah. The ink bottle.
No!
That's expensive! Alright. Yeah, it misses. Is that your full turn?
That's all I can do.
Altai, you're up.
Alright, another reckless attack.
Okay.
I'm just gonna swing like back at it. Like I like to imagine like I swung and it did its thing. I'm just gonna swing back around the other way.
Okay.
There it goes. There we go. That's a 23.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
There we go.
Did you roll a 19? Yeah.
Are you doing reckless attack?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. And then it's.
There you go.
Alright. So that's 9 damage.
All right. Yeah. Where do you hit it?
It's reckless attack, so I'm just aiming for close
Okay.
to as close
You're
as,
aiming for it.
as close to the center as I can.
Okay. Its chest is a little puffed out at this point, and you just glide across it. and it
Generally
begins to seep
speaking,
a
I'm
little
just
bit.
aiming
Yeah.
for right here.
Okay.
So
The black fluid seeps out a little bit.
cool.
Top of the round. Stevens, make another death save.
All right.
Oh, please live.
Oh,
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, yes!
Don't you just like come back?
back
And
at one
yeah,
health.
you come back with 1 health with a natural 20 on a death save.
Oh,
That
so
never
cool.
happens. That never happens.
Holy crap, that's awesome.
That's the second time it's rolled.
An invigorated
But
turtle.
like the
Oh,
You come to, just barely. You spit out the
below a
blood
bear.
that the impact caused.
All right.
And just as you do that,
Don't.
something flies through the air. Ket, you didn't see this before, but it is coming from near behind you. 2 balls, or 2 stones, and a rope swung across them flies and lands on this creature's face, and it binds it. And you turn and see a woman.
She threw like a bullet at it?
Yes.
Okay.
She has black hair, sort of thin and long. It comes out of a cowl and rests maybe halfway down her chest. She has freckles around her nose. She is quite beautiful. I think almost she would be objectively pretty to most people, except for probably you.
Yeah.
You think human, yeah.
Okay.
She is missing an arm, though.
Oh!
And she comes in, and as the bola lands on the creature's face, she looks at everyone and says, "Run!" and runs backwards. It is its turn again. It doesn't like you, Altai, and now it has advantage.
Is it attacking me or opening its mouth this time?
It's attacking you.
Oh,
2
yikes.
glaives.
That's fine.
So it gets a...
You do that, buddy.
Yeah, go ahead. Hit me.
My AC's 14.
Okay. It gets above that, and then does not. So both glaives swing in tandem. You duck out of one, and the other one scrapes your shoulder. You take 5 damage after the reduction.
That's after reduction?
Yes.
Alright.
It is now Abris, your turn.
I will attack it twice, and then I will turn around and leave. That's a 15 and a 4. So
A 15 after your bonuses.
yes.
That does not hit.
Okay.
Okay. You bat
and
at
then
it twice.
I-
You turn and run, and as you do, one of the
Yeah.
chains is brought up and lashes at you. And instead of getting a 2, it gets a natural 20.
Uh-oh.
So you take 4 bludgeoning damage, and it wraps around your foot as it slides across the ground and pulls you down. You are now prone, and your leg is tied by a very disturbing chain.
At least it wasn't that.
You should change the music. That's some funky business. Ket, your turn. It's like...
I don't like that it's attacking Abris right now, so,
Yeah, we need to break that chain.
I'm gonna cast an Eldritch Blast on it again, but I'm
Okay.
gonna try and aim for that chain.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Oh,
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage?
Yeah. You're aiming for a chain.
Okay, I'm just gonna aim for it then.
Okay.
Fuck that.
Roll 1.
You're gay too. Alright. The Eldritch Blast arcs through the air and then lands into the mud. It explodes a little bit, but doesn't cause any permanent damage. Altai, you're up.
I'm gonna turn and swing straight down on the chain.
Alright.
Reckless attack.
Roll
I'm
attack.
gonna try to break it.
Okay.
I feel like I'm there.
18.
Pew, 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 pew.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
Gets better. Yeah, because then it becomes that.
Cool. 12 damage.
All right, awesome. Yeah, you break the link on one of the chains. It doesn't shatter, but it is broken, and the chain, it looks like, can slide out now.
Cool.
Top of the round, Stevens.
Is it, what is it interacting with an object? Is that an action?
That can be part of a move action.
As I move, could I slide it out?
Yeah.
Cool.
So you
I'll slide it out.
swing down, and then noticing you sort of bump it with your elbow, and
Yeah,
it
just
slips
slide it out, and then I'll.
Okay. You run.
Yep.
The other chain.
It used
Run.
Dang it.
What?
It used its opportunity attack, but.
Oh, yes, it did. That's fair. All right.
Gets one.
And I go 35 feet because.
Okay.
Race.
Oh, yeah. All right. You manage to
Fast
bolt,
boy.
and you run up right next to Ket as he is firing this mud.
I think I got.
Top of the round.
I'm trying to make it work.
I think
Steven.
I got it free.
She's like in the chains. Is that what's happening?
There's a
No,
chain wrapped around her
broken
foot
that chain.
that is broken,
Oh,
so
so
she
there.
can just run with
Cool.
it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use
just turn
the
back
sound
to
ability
halfway
mend
to
wounds.
the
So
Okay.
I'm gonna use 3 side points for it.
Okay. On yourself?
Yep.
Okay.
And I heal a lot.
Oh, you can heal yourself?
Yes.
Oh.
I took it with the level up.
I was getting really scared.
The
You're
gaping
like, "Oh, yeah."
wound on your arm and your neck begin to sort of close themselves,
We did need a healer, so it's good that you can heal yourself.
and it is the Maw's turn again.
I'm not done. Sorry.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna teleport away.
Okay.
Sort of the direction I see them heading.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they're kind of heading in a
You
direction.
wait for
You
it.
would have heard a woman.
I'm like
shout
backing
out.
up, like going like this, waiting for everybody to leave.
How far away are they from me?
They are about 30 feet away.
Okay. I just need to know that for how many points I use.
35. I'm sorry, is that enough?
It
I
doesn't.
mean, you can go the full distance. You can make it halfway. and
That's
then-
alright. No, I'll just use 2 and then go
Okay.
40 and
Okay.
it'll be fine.
You're now between Ket, Altai, and the woman that is now running further into the center of the island.
Okay.
Now it's its turn. It is going to look at the bear on the ground, and its maw will begin to open. I need you to make a Constitution save.
What do I use the bear's constitution, right?
Yeah, you would.
Is it already attacking?
What?
Is it already attacking? I want to try to taunt it.
Yes, it is attacking.
13.
13.
Yes.
You take 25 necrotic
Oh
damage.
my gosh.
I am a halfling again.
Yeah. And the chain slides off your foot as you shrink
Yeah.
in size.
I'm small again, so that's 25.
All right, that is its turn. Abris, what are you doing now that you're not a bear?
I'm booking it.
All right. Tiny
Hop
little
on my back.
legs.
Okay.
We need an Albert's backpack. Whee!
Just like Hodor.
Yeah.
All right, we're making that now.
Man, I was so fast as a bear too.
Yeah.
Like
Bears are scary fast.
Can't you just transform into a bear?
I
Oh,
did
okay.
long rest. Oh wait, no, I can do it as a short rest. I turn back into a bear.
You turn into a bear again? All right.
So now I'm a bear.
Your foot
and
slides
then
back
I,
in it.
I'll go 40 feet.
Okay. So it's like the bear just, its existence dies. And you're like, ah, no!
I like the idea that you're turning into bears that have existed before, so that was a bear, now
Yeah,
it's
it's
dead, so you're a
dead.
different bear.
And then I'll run 40 feet.
All right, you book it through the forest as bears do.
Yeah.
Ket, your turn.
Alright, son of a bitch. Final Eldritch Blast, and I'm running 30. Are you fucking kidding me? It's another one.
All right, you're like, one more. Roll damage.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you, Jacob. Roll damage.
9.
Wow. All right.
It explodes like a firecracker in your hand.
Cool. And
Your fingers are still there,
Aw.
but they are bleeding profusely.
would my Frigid Embrace trigger? Because anytime somebody deals damage to me and they break it, it damages them.
Roll damage.
It didn't break it, did it?
You decide what the hell
No,
happens.
it's just whenever it happens. Cat's gonna freaking kill himself.
Oh my.
like,
So-
don't worry, I'll
I don't
protect you, ice dagger.
No, if
So-
it's my decision, that would
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense
So
that would
if
happen.
you triggered it on yourself, you would do 5 damage to yourself, break it, and then do another 5 damage.
Yeah, that's
to
what I'm thinking.
yourself.
Like, oh, where did I cast this? Like, I think that would ever work.
I feel like there's like specific.
It needs to die. Fall on the ground. All right, cool beans. And you turn to run just as Altai passes you. Altai, are you going to continue running?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure that Ket stays in front of me.
Okay. Is anyone still
Because
near
I
this
see
creature?
him essentially. I see him dying. So
Yeah.
like, you get in front.
I'm fine.
I can take the
Pick him
hits.
up and run with
I'm
him.
gonna hop
Trust
on
me.
my
Okay.
bear body.
I hop on the bear.
All right, the bear barrels by you and then
I'm
turns
like,
in.
dang it!
I'll like stop and be like,
No, it's like
All
Legolas. I'm like firing and then just doing terribly, and then you right by it. I just grab onto the side and jump on it.
I'd like to picture where she just ducks her head between your legs and you're like, oh jeez! All right, and everyone gets away. The creature rapidly fades into the distance, and it begins walking toward you slowly, but is gone.
Okay, so that thing can't move very fast, at least.
I guess so.
Hmm.
Wow, that was supposed to look a lot better. Eldritch Blast just don't ever work, ever, never. I don't think
Maybe
I've
we
ever
don't
had
try and
one.
talk to like creepy face, like teeth people, you know?
I thought he had to do with something that I knew about.
I thought we had a little discussion. Anyways,
I
no.
thought I could ward him off. I thought he was here because of me. I didn't know.
Do we want to just keep following this trail?
Are you
There
okay?
was that lady. I mean,
the lady's
it's
with
dead.
us, right? The lady's in front of us, right?
Yeah, she is
Yeah, I see
running
her
just
follow
ahead of
there.
everyone.
Okay.
Which is
Hey,
cool.
who are you?
She stops, and you sort of catch up to her, and she just, I don't know.
Okay.
Same.
Where are we?
I feel you.
Come with me. And she continues walking. You follow the road that you were following.
Better than the other
Surprisingly,
thing.
not that far down. It's still very bright out, but you're all exhausted. It takes maybe 1 more hour, and then you see the ruins of an old village. It looks very overrun. Homes made of stone that are either caved in or emptied out and deserted. You pass by a few burial mounds, and she takes you further in. The buildings get more and more condensed, and the forest sort of dissipates as the stone buildings and some wooden structures become your environment. And she takes you to the center of that town. There is an old ziggurat in the middle. It is caved in, but the outer wall, the bottom one, is completely intact. And she approaches it and sort of slumps down on the ground, is exhausted. She's breathing heavily.
At the ziggurat or the village?
At the base of the ziggurat in the center of the village.
Okay. What is this place?
Does there seem to be anyone else in the village, or is it just her?
Just her. I can't remember.
You don't know who you are? What have you been doing all day?
All today?
What's the last thing you remember?
Well, I remember at least... I don't know how time works here, but it's been a while. I know all I've been doing, and she takes you up to the edge of the ziggurat, and there's a mural painted along the entire wall. It depicts, it's very beautiful, very, very well crafted, almost inhuman in detail. It shows a swarm of hideous creatures just taking over the village that's around you. You see people that are either running, fleeing, fighting, or dying. And it does show the giant creature at the very edge of the mural, and it looks to be alive and is commanding these creatures. At the very far edge, near the top of the creature, it's on a smaller scale in the painting than it actually is, but you see a very, very small human on the base of its neck. And covering this mural are red marks over almost every face. It looks like there have been small smears, and it covers every single human that looks like they were running or fighting. And nearly every creature, each one is unique and different. There was a bulk of the creature that you just fought, but it looks like almost every one of them is dead except for one. One does not have anything on its face. It's still very realistically depicted. And there are a small set of other creatures, very, very few, that don't have that paint on their face. There's a small red berry bush that grows near the mural. It looks like that's what she's been pulling and has been marking these faces. Nearby at the base of where this mural is a stone map of the island that's been corroded and is old. And she just gestures at this mural.
That's...
This is what I've been doing.
You've been making that?
I've been trying to get rid of... She points her hand at the swarm half of this mural.
Those things in the forest?
I don't know where they came from. I don't know how long they've been here. I don't know how long I've been here. But it feels right.
How many has she marked off on the mural?
Thousands.
Okay, she's probably been here a long time.
So wait, you've killed all those things you marked off?
Maybe?
What do you mean maybe?
I don't remember.
Do you remember? Okay, sometimes the sun comes up.
Yes, I know about that.
How many times has the sun come up?
Do people count that?
Yeah.
I don't.
So you've lost count then.
I didn't start counting?
What's an average?
Do you know how to count?
That's a good way to start.
Yeah.
All right. How many would you think?
Hundreds?
Oh, so it's been a long time then.
Well, it does rise
can't
twice a
remember.
day.
I guess so. So I mean, she said thousands. That's a long.
Hundreds.
Hundreds. So that's a long time.
At the very least a year, because years are 300 days.
Yeah. Do you remember marking them off?
A few, at least.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if I was the one who started this, but felt inclined to finish it. But
do you
that
remember?
happened just a few days ago. She points at her missing arm.
Oh.
I can't keep doing it anymore.
Yeah, you need to stop.
Do you know?
So close.
This
Is it-
isn't.
Close. Wait, close to what?
How
Get rid
many
of all?
how many are left, Logan, on the mural?
It takes you a while, but you can point out 4.
So there's only four
Four.
monsters left?
Mhm.
Is that including the giant?
Yes. Oh, well, no. No, the giant's face is marked off. The one that's
So
hulking over the island?
It's marked off?
Yeah.
What? Okay.
So
sorry.
so that thing's
You
dead.
killed that thing.
Me? No. No, I think he did. And she points at the small human figure on the nape of the creature's
Who's that?
neck.
You don't know. It's all right.
Okay. Do you know where we're at?
She doesn't know anything. All she's been doing has been killing stuff here.
I call this place...
Hold on.
I'm not sure if it's a name. I think I've heard it before. It's Sunfather Island.
Okay.
Did you wash up here, or are you from here?
I don't know.
You
We
don't?
washed up here after a shipwreck.
Do you remember a ship crashing into the island?
It's probably happened before.
Do you remember multiple?
No,
Oh, okay.
I couldn't pin down one
Do you know how they kill those creatures?
with enough force. You just have to be good at it.
Do you know about the crystal in there?
A few of them have had that. I think they're the important ones. I mean, I killed one a few days ago, and it had that, and when I touched it, I could remember more.
Okay.
That's it.
So what did you call this place? Do you have a name for it?
Sunfather Island.
Sunfather Island.
Sunfather Island.
Hey, it's an island. We know that now.
Yeah, it ends.
Oh, do we?
It ends where he does. She points at the.
Have you ever been on top of him?
Maybe.
And
I think there's a way inside.
Do you have a name at all? Like anything that we can call you?
Oh, I've got a
I've
name.
never had to refer to myself
Looks
before.
like a Sarah.
I was going to call you my Lyra. It's infernal for hunter.